Hello, hello, hello everyone! Happy Thursday here at the Makers Gonna Learn YouTube channel. We are so excited to have you here with us today because in today's video, we are going to be sharing with you from free to paid today. This is one of the biggest topics we get for people that have been crafting for a while and they're really ready to start kind of testing out making money with their Cricut, making money with their dot cutting machine, and mainly just making money with their crafts. What better way to be able to make money from something that you really love to do and you have a passion for it? It'd be so fun to be able to share that with others and be able to empower not only yourself to add in revenue, but instead of constantly spending money at the craft store, you will be able to start bringing some money in, which will be fantastic. So in today's video, we are sharing with you from free to paid today. What does that process look like? Is it scary? What steps do you need to take? That is what we're discussing in today's live stream. Hello, Pam, Pamela, Catherine, Cheryl, Grace, Lori, Cheryl again, Grace, Karen. I am so excited for all of you to be here for this very special live stream. We are so excited. So as you guys are tuning in, share with us in the comments where you're visiting from. If you're watching the recorded, also be sure to comment in the comment section down below, even if it's recorded, because remember, my friends, we can always go back and check it out. Hey Jill, hey Maria.
Tanner, do you want to know what I'm seeing in the chat box here?
Seeing, Rachel?
A lot of new faces and new names today.
Welcome. If you are brand new to the Makers Gonna Learn YouTube channel, be sure to let us know because we want to give you a very warm welcome. That is what we're all about here at Makers Gonna Learn. So be sure to tune in and let us know, is this your first live stream? Have you been following for years? We want to know so that we can kind of see who is out here. Esther is a first timer from Southern California. Good morning over on the West Coast. I love that. Hello, Esther. Welcome. Rachel is behind the camera to my right, which I think would be your left. So she's monitoring the comments, helping the conversation flow, and make sure that any big ticket questions you have get answered in today's training. So we're super excited. If you guys do not know who we are and what we do here at Makers Gonna Learn, our goal is to empower the crafter in you. So to teach you how to use your dot cutting machine, empower you to be confident sellers, and so much more. In our digital membership, we have access to thousands of cut files that you can get today, along with hundreds of fonts, amazing courses, and so much more. 2 months new, Grace, newbie here. Good morning from Illinois. First time with you, Jody. Good morning, watching for over a year. Becky, welcome again. Warm welcome to all of you. Guys, before we jump into the training, this training is a completely free, nothing you have to pay to get today's training, but I want to invite you to a special live training. I'm bringing my all. I'm giving everything I can to that live training, and it's the first time in multiple years that I've had a live training that is at this price. It is $27. $27, and what we're going to be talking about is how to start selling your crafts in 30 days or less. I'm giving you the entire roadmap to be able to conquer that mission and that goal if you've had big goals for the year of starting your own side hustle, starting your own business. That's what we want to do on September 11th at 11 a.m. Eastern. It's a live training. It's going to be over an hour, up to right around that 2-hour mark, my friends, training and equipping you to hit your goals this year. And the ticket is only $27. $27, and here's what you're getting. You're getting the training on September 11th. You're getting access to a ticket holder only pop-up Facebook group. So if you have a ticket to the live training, you get access to the Facebook group, which we're so excited about because we're gonna get to know each other leading up to September 11th so that I can make sure I serve every single one of you in the way you need so that you can feel seen and you can feel heard and be really well equipped on September 11th. And then you're also getting access to the recording. So if you are not able to be there, you're getting access to that recording and getting the worksheet. So woohoo! I'm so excited. If you guys want to get your ticket for that, the link is in the comments. The link is going to be down below as well. So definitely do not miss out. Rachel just dropped the link for you, so we're super excited. Hey, Kelly, first time live, 2 weeks new. I love that. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Well, guys, if you all are ready, we are going to jump in to today's training, and we're not going to waste any more time because I know you guys are really excited to be able to learn what it takes to go from free to paid today. So let's go ahead and take a look. Awesome. So here's what we're going to talk about today. So we have 3 of the top tips to help you guys get paid now. So our goal here is to really break down any myth, any misconception of selling. So in today's video, we really want to make sure that you feel comfortable going from free to paid today. Because here's the deal. A lot of us get hung up and really nervous actually valuing ourselves, right? Like, does anyone ever feel that way? I know I do. So if you struggle with that, today I really want to make sure that you are able to confidently say, hey, I am really, really excited to actually put a price on what I make. So that's what we're going to chat about today. But before we jump into that, let me share a little bit about who I am since we have so many new friends here. I've already mentioned what we do here at Makers Gonna Learn, but a little background about me is that I've had a Cricut since 2010. I started an Etsy shop in 2011, so right after almost a year of having my machine, and I was actually selling handmade cards. So I was sending out tons of handmade greeting cards. I was doing custom orders here locally for companies, different things like that. Super fun, which led me into designing clear acrylic stamps, which led me into creating video content, and almost pretty much led me right here where we've met today. So as you can see, when you say yes to selling online, you have no idea where the journey will end up. That's the best part, my friends, about the internet, is one thing could lead to another, and before you know it, your entire life is changed. So really, my friends, what I want to ask you today is to really hone in on what you want for your life. You know, what is it going to look like to go from just making things for your friends and family to putting a price on it and to see what can happen, because this is so much fun, and the Cricut has changed my life, and I know it has helped so many people across the board in so many different ways. So that's one of the things that makes us so passionate about the Cricut here, is because we know how amazing it is. And how it can just truly change your life. So that is a little bit backstory about me and my personal Cricut journey. If you have had a transformation with your Cricut through Makers Gonna Learn, or just with your Cricut yourself, we would love to hear from you. So drop it in the comments. Let us know via email if it's a little bit longer, because we would love to hear it and share it with the team. So let's go ahead and continue on with today's training. Woohoo! So step number 1, we've got to address what it looks like for charging family members and friends. Now, here's the deal, my friends. This is where I've heard so many people speak about, I feel so uncomfortable putting a price on items for friends and family. And what I want you guys to know is that step number 1, your family wants to support you. So before anything else, you have to say, yes, my family wants to support what I'm doing. They want to play a part in that, and they really want to be part of your motivation. So when you are able to first acknowledge, hey, my family really does want to support me, they want to help me, you're going to be able to show up in a brand new way, because they're able to really, actually say yes. It's a really quick perspective shift when you're able to say, oh, like, I don't always constantly have to serve my family, because they actually want to support you. So that's a huge part in the process. But number 2, you have to charge what you're worth. So what I love to say is that when you're getting started with your business, the best way to work it is to let them know that, hey, this is my goal. By the end of the year, I would like to have made, you know, X amount of orders, or you could just say, hey, I just want to start selling my crafts. I love it, but it's costing me a lot, or anything. You can just really share your heart on what your goal is to do. And then when you incorporate that in, you can let them know, I'll always be there to craft for you and help you with your projects that you need, but there will have to be some type of price. So give them anywhere from a 20 to 30% discount than what you would do normally. Okay, my friends? So if you're picking up when I'm sitting down, let me know, because we want to kind of hear from you. Have you ever had issues charging friends and family? I know it gets a little frustrating, but the main reason why we want to start charging our friends and family is so that we can really kind of help free up our time, and we know when it is worth it for us to be crafting, because we have a lot to do when you start selling. That's a huge thing. Mary Thompson says, just jump in. I started 2 years ago after my Explorer Air 2 was sitting in a box. Tanner was the first video I watched, and it's great. Go for the membership. Woohoo! Yes, if you need help mastering your machine, our membership is unbelievable. Mary says, your family and friends who really are will pay what you are worth. Amen. I love that. And that's the best part. Like, just really putting a line in the sand saying, hey, this is what I have to do. Like, this is my goal. I'm going to stay focused at that. And I really have to free up my time to be able to do that. Now, you may find out that a friend or a family member is just kind of there for themselves, and that's okay too. Like, you just have to be aware of that so that you can kind of stay away from that and decide your own. Kat says, all the time, I have thousands invested in tools and supplies. Amen. When you realize how much you have invested, I think that helps a lot of us kind of look back and kind of agree that we are experts. Like, if you have been researching and learning your Cricut over the past year, over the past 6 months, and you have invested in a machine, and you have invested in your training, and you have invested in your supplies and your material, that's over, I mean, Rachel, I would say over $1,500 easy.
Easy.
A machine's
easy.
$400.
And really, you don't think of the total right when it's happening, but it all adds up in the end. It really does.
Yeah, that's 100%. Anyone else taking notes with a notebook and pen? Yes, take your notes so that you can remember this. If you even throw the notepad, like the note sheet after, what you've been able to write down will kind of help you remember and retain what you're learning here in this training. And yes, I love it. I love it. So be sure to be confident and feel free to really charge what you're worth to your family and friends. And I just want to encourage you, if you are taking notes, to just write down, like, have the difficult conversation, have the uncomfortable conversation, so that you can let them know that you need their help. Like, yes, it's going to be a little uncomfortable here and there, but you definitely have to have that. So write that down if you're picking up what we're sitting down today. So next up, after charging family members and friends, here's 2 bonus tips. Like, as you have those conversations, again, just remember to be honest. And again, share your heart, share your goals, so that you can, let them know and that they can understand. Once they understand, they'll be so much more willing to get behind you and really be some of your biggest cheerleaders. Like, you have no idea how much support you can get once you're a little vulnerable and share your heart to your friends and family. Like, it's amazing what I've seen when people have been able to be vulnerable. And I'm speaking to myself, like, when I'm able to open up and share what's going on or what I would like to accomplish, all of a sudden you feel so much more seen, heard, and supported. So I love it. I love it. I love it. Kathy says, do you get paid first? I've made things for church, family, and friends, then not get paid. Kathy, here's what I think may be happening for you. Rachel, could we go to the main?
Of course.
Miss Kathy, here's what happens. So, Rachel, imagine this. Someone says, hey, can you make me a t-shirt? And you say, hey, of course I'll make you a t-shirt. And you ask, what do you want on it? You ask, what size is the shirt? The third question that somehow always get left out is, hey, here's how much it'll be.
Yeah, or how much do you have to,
what's your budget?
Yeah, what's your budget?
What are you looking to spend? That means, you know, I could do a sublimation shirt for $25. I could do a vinyl one color HTV for $15.
Now, we know the struggle, how awkward it is if the client or the customer, your friend doesn't say anything.
Yes.
We get that awkwardness.
100%. But here's the deal, my friend. If you're able to ask the question, what's the shirt size? What's vinyl is going on there? What, you know, those questions, you have to incorporate what the cost is. That could be the first question you ask / answer for them, like shoot at them, or it could be after, because what you're able to say is, yes, I want to help you. Yes, let's make this shirt. And then at the end say, hey, it'll be $25. Is that okay? Easy conversation right there. So Miss Kathy, that's what I feel like for a lot of us, people get kind of left out and forget about is they assume. You can't have any assumptions here. You cannot assume that your friend, family, church member is going to remember to pay you. That's just flat out, because it's your responsibility to put what you're worth out there first. 100% tenfold, because if somebody is asking you for a service, it is your responsibility to show up and say, hey, this is the price. I never called my plumber or called my heat and air guy and not got a bill. You know what I'm saying? Like if he comes out, I get a bill sent in the mail. Like my AC guy called me today and said, where's my check? Like, and he texted me how much it is. Like, when do you want to pay this? Like, there's not a question when it comes to service-based business. But for some reason, when it comes to people that are making t-shirts, it's the same principles. If I'm calling Rachel up to work after hours, I'm gonna know if she's making me cupcakes, I'm paying for the cupcakes. Rachel makes cupcakes, if you guys didn't know, and they're amazing. Like, you know, there's no question there. Like, it's just like, how much is it at the end, and we go on. So, and the ball's in your court to, again, let them know what it costs. That's why I think a lot of us get frustrated and end up disappointed because we don't set that standard in the beginning.
And that's going to be something that you're going to have throughout your business, is little stepping stones like that you have to kind of push yourself out of your comfort zone. 100%. There will sometimes be unhappy clients. There will sometimes be orders that people don't think were fulfilled properly. I mean, there's always going to be this kind of customer service type thing that you have to be comfortable doing.
We have an update. I was wrong. Miss Kathy has said prices were given in advance.
Oh no.
So I have two things. Number one, did you follow up for payment? A lot of us get really frustrated to the point where we're not willing to have, again, uncomfortable conversations. Secondly, we've already seen some people share this in the chat. Be sure to take a deposit, like whether it's, you know, just $20 or 50% of the entire order. Make sure you get that and just let them know, hey, this is covering supplies. Easy as that. It's very good like customer service to take that deposit so that you're able to carve out time for them in your schedule. So that's very important. But some of these situations, if you are starting to sell, I don't want you to feel like you're the only person that has ever went through this. This is something you have to get used to and really give your customer the benefit of the doubt every single time and put it in your court. What can I do better to make sure they pay me? What can I do better to understand the prices? So it's a lot of fun, but we'll continue back into our bonus tips right here. That's an amazing question, Miss Kathy. Again, as you're starting to work with your friends and family, offer them special prices. But here's what I would do. Here's what I would do, my friends. If you are offering them any special, please ask for a review in return of that. That would be so much fun. I love it. Esther's thinking about upgrading from monthly to yearly. Esther, what are you waiting for? You save more, you get more. You can actually start using our cut files with that free commercial use license in the year membership. So do not miss out on that. And you know, upgrade as soon as you can. I would love that. You would love that. You'll get all the bonuses and save quite a bit. So yay, that's amazing. So it's a lot of fun. So let's continue on because this next one is going to be really awesome. Let's think about it. We've talked about our friends and family. Now you may be saying, Tanner, what should I sell? What should I sell? Guys, I know all of us are super fun crafters and we have stuff to sell. So first things first, something you've already made. Let's go ahead and test ourselves. Let's go ahead and test ourselves and if we really can sell anything. Because once you get your first order, it makes it so much easier to already visualize your 10th order, your 20th order. So to throw yourself in the fire, so to speak, let's sell something you've already made. Rachel, let's go to the craft closet and pull out 2 or 3 projects, take some pictures, and list them on Facebook.
Yep.
Just on a personal profile, just putting yourself, again, it's kind of just throwing yourself out there and say, hey, would anyone like this? Would anyone like something custom? Here's my little portfolio of things I've done in the past.
You'll always worry if you never do it. You just have to jump in. Just jump in, see what happens.
Yes.
Little steps like Tanner's giving you are great ways to just kind of test the waters and stay comfortable.
Rachel, when you first started selling your cupcakes, what was the hardest thing for you to push yourself through?
At pricing.
Pricing?
Pricing. 100%.
Okay.
If I feel like my cupcakes are worth the price, if I think people are, talking about me that it's overpriced, or if they don't like my product, like I have the same worries that you all have.
Yes.
All the same ones.
For sure. Okay. So you felt like, doing the tech of it wasn't hard, like putting yourself out there wasn't the hard part.
Trying to represent my brand through social media, I found difficult because I would overthink it. I would think, I don't want to put 800 words in this Facebook post about cupcakes to beg people to order. It's a balance. But the thing is, you'll never know unless you try and see what reactions you get from the public and things like that. It's all about trial and error.
Your sister helped you make your logo, yeah?
I actually made my logo.
Rachel made the logo?
I did. I made my logo.
Goodness. I am so sorry.
I'm so sorry.
I thought you told me your sister. I apologize. I love that.
If we're being completely honest, and this is another thing, guys, that's super important.
I think Rachel's about to give a hat.
My sister made me a couple of logo proofs. I didn't love them for my personal business, and you have to voice that.
Okay.
She's my sister, and I had to say, thank you for your time. Thank you for the effort. These are amazing. I'm going to go a different way.
This really inspired me to get where I needed.
You can do it in a very respectful way. So that was one of the stepping stones I had to get through was that. So all learning.
This is amazing. So, and that's, again, putting yourself out there and putting a price on it is always something, you're gonna have to get a little bit more comfortable, and the more you are able to do it, the more comfortable you'll get. Because after your first order, you can take a breath and be like, okay, like my price wasn't so out there because somebody else supports it. So that is so good. And again, pricing is something we are going over in our live private workshop. So we are laying out that exact roadmap for you at that workshop. So today's training is to talk about how we can go from working for free to paid today, like really quickly, like what action steps can I take today? But the roadmap is go give you kind of a 30-day sprint, if you will, to really start, kicking those goals and getting them accomplished towards the end of the year. Guys, the year is coming in quick, and that's why I was like, we have to do this live private workshop. If you've ever been to some of my free webinars, the webinars can really be motivating, but we don't have enough time in those to really teach everything. So in the workshop for $27, we're going to be laying it out and giving you action steps for you to go and do the work. So it'll be motivating, it'll give you action steps. It's a great meet in the middle for this workshop. So grab your ticket, it's only $27. Rachel's dropped the link, it's down below. Grab it before the live workshop, but it is on September 11th at 11 a.m. Eastern. So if you can't make it, watch the recorded. You will be provided with that in a worksheet. So woohoo! Next up, what else should you sell? Something custom. So again, use the back library of pictures of your kids, your family, and custom t-shirts, home decor, doormats, anything like that, and make something custom. Make a doormat for yourself, and then you'll be able to start taking pictures of that and offering custom projects to your local community. You can start listing those and putting yourself out there on that front. It'll be amazing, and the best part is, this right here doesn't cost a lot of material to be stocked up on. Like, it's going to be perfect for you to have your doormats as people order. You can go out, pick up a doormat, let them pick their size. We are super, super excited.
Even if it takes a little bit longer with like money up front or a little bit longer time to create, you can always charge more for custom products, which there's a really, really great market for anything custom. So while it might be a little bit more time up front, you will get more revenue out of it.
100%. I truly do believe when you're first dipping your toes wet, not having to have a big stash of supplies, getting that deposit, going to pick up the material, you'll be able to quickly move through. So custom projects, we also highly recommend, because you can take your back library of projects, list those, and say, hey, I can make all of this custom to you. And then next up, the holiday season is quickly approaching. What you also could do is start stocking up on ornaments, start getting ready for Christmas, fall, Thanksgiving, any of those things, and start selling some of those seasonal decor items or something trendy. Back to school would have been a great opportunity, but you know, back to school is kind of already there for most of the US, and I would hop on at least something fall. Rachel, I would even say let's go ahead and go straight to Christmas, because I find most people, you know, not everyone decorates for fall, but almost everyone has a Christmas tree, for example.
Or, guys, some people even put like Christmas Santa Claus faces over their toilet. Like, literally, let me tell you, some people go crazy for If there's one holiday that you can really market well, it's definitely Christmas.
Yes, I love it. Linda is wanting to know, should one set up a separate checking account? Depends on how big you get, Linda. So that's another thing we'll be going over in the workshop, on what questions you need to research for your state to get started in business. So
Tanner says this all the time. You don't have to worry about 10 steps ahead of you. Worry about the next 2 steps. That separate checking account could probably be 15 steps down the road. Just focus on what you can right now to build that business.
Right, like Linda, I don't know if you're just starting, or maybe you already have like a good amount of orders coming in, but let's worry, if you don't have orders, let's worry about getting them. And then once you have those orders and you have money to organize, then we need to talk about how to organize the funds, right? Like, let's worry about making the money so we have something to worry about and something to play with. And setting up a separate checking account, for example, would be walking into your credit union bank, 30 minutes later, an hour, you're gonna have your account. So yeah, let's focus on what we can do to get to that next step every single day.
But it's always great to ask those questions. It's always great to have those in the back of your mind.
Jen is asking an amazing question. Should I do the workshop if I'm already a part of Design, Make, Sell? I wasn't sure if the workshop is just a condensed version of DMS. So Jen, this is a workshop that, yes, if you are a Design, Make, Sell student and you are struggling with maybe identifying your personal next step, this would be a great workshop for you. Maybe you need some motivation to figure out how to revamp your Etsy shop and get it going a little bit more. The workshop's for you. So you could definitely take that if you're already a part of Design, Make, Sell. It is not just a condensed version. It's more so laying out those steps to take. Design, Make, Sell teaches you how to do all of it step by step with, you know, over 40, 50 videos. So very different content and trainings. So yay, I love that. So as you guys are continuing to go from free to paid today, here are 3 amazing things you could sell. Something you've already made, something custom, or something trendy or seasonal. So that is a way we can break out of that. We've already talked about, yes, we have to put a price on our projects because they're valuable to our friends and family. Here's what you should sell, and then here's what's next. How to sell. Now guys, I truly believe that selling is kind of an art form of its own, and it's something that's always being altered and developed for all of us. Like, this is something, a skill that once you have it, you're gonna be able to kind of use it in a lot of different walks of life.
But unfortunately, you're not born with the know-how or the skills to sell. You have to go through a lot of trial and error. You have to read up on what's right. You have to put yourself out there. You have to have a lot of training, because you can't just develop a really strong selling strategy overnight.
Correct. So step number 1 on how to sell is first acknowledging the value of your products. So we've talked about that, and the ways to do that is to look about I like to do two practical things. A, how many hours have I put into learning how to crafting, and developing my art? That's one. And then two, what is the financial investment I've made to do that? And if your cost for you is pretty low, like hours and time, but you still have some amazing products and projects that people are wanting to buy, if someone's already asking you to buy, they have already validated your projects and products. You're not going to have to validate them if you already have people asking you to sell them. Because once you have a buyer, just one, that is a validation of its own. And remember, not everyone's going to like your price, but you're not looking to sell to everyone. You only need a group of people that are super fans of yours and continue to come back month after month, year over year, and things like that. So value your products. The next thing when you're talking how to sell, you actually have to be confident in your pricing, because if you're confident in your pricing, the way you talk about your price, the way you show up, and the way you're able to explain your price to your customer via in-person, phone calls, and text messages will be different. The tone of voice, the way you present yourself, if you take yourself serious, you will see your confidence just kind of show up when you can actually be confident in selling. So that's a huge one. Actually be confident. And then third, here's the deal. If you're selling online, you have to take quality photos of your products. Easy. This is a must know how to do on how to sell, because if your photos are not meeting the mark, or your photos are, bad quality, as in not bright photos, overexposed, anything like that, no one's going to be able to purchase.
Now, Tanner, we do have a really great question.
Okay.
Does the workshop still apply if someone does not own a Cricut machine?
Yes. So the workshop is for any type of selling your crafts. It's not a workshop that's going to be like, hey, cut out a decal, price it for this, and sell it. This workshop is teaching you the principles of selling and how to kind of look at that roadmap and really decide, when do I need to start looking at a separate checking account, or when do I need to look at expanding on other platforms? So that's a great question. I love that. So if you're selling anything else, it would still apply to you very well, because once you learn how to confidently price and all of these different things, you're going to be able to sell really whatever you're passionate about. It would be just as applicable to Sublimation as it would Cricut projects. So that is fantastic. So these 3 tools on how to sell will help you stand apart and get orders right away. And my friends, that is it. That is everything you need to know to go from free to paid today. But I do not want the conversation to stop. If you loved this, if you're ready for more, I want to invite you to our How to Start Selling Your Crafts in 30 Days. This is a workshop you do not want to miss out on, and the link below to sign up. So you can just click that link, come and join us September 11th at 11 a.m. Eastern for only $27. Grab your ticket. One of the first times in many years I've been able to offer a training this low, so do not miss it. Traditionally, you'd have to be part of our membership, year membership, or you'd have to be in Design Make Sell and things like that. So be sure to come to this training. Do not miss that. Grab your ticket. Once you grab your ticket, you're going to get access to the member only for the class, the training only Facebook group. It's a pop-up Facebook group. It is so much fun, and it is going to be fantastic. So definitely register for this today, and you can start getting access to the group. We are going to be putting a lot of information in there, and it's going to be awesome. So this is just now kind of launching today. We have not launched it before, and then you'll get so much goodness. You're getting a workbook before the class so you can print out. You're getting the training on the 11th at 11 a.m. Eastern, and you're also getting the replay of the training. So that is fantastic, fantastic, fantastic. Now, my friends, I know you all are super excited, and I have some extra time today, so let's go ahead and open this up for Q&A. Drop any questions here in the chat. Let us know via email or anything like that, and you will be able to rock this. So if you have questions about selling, pricing your products, anything like that, go ahead and drop that now in the comments. We can answer anything that you would like, so definitely let us know. So yay! If you're waiting for an email, email customer service and we will get you the details for everything. There'll be emails sent out as we get closer to the workshop. So that is fantastic. Thank you. Rachel kept pointing at me that we're on this camera.
Who's probably like, I don't know what she's pointing at.
Yeah, I was like, I thought she was like, yes, address that. Like, yes, as I'm looking at
You got this, Tanner.
I love it. So yes, be sure to check your email because that will be super helpful for you. And if you didn't get an email, just email customer service and we'll get you taken care of. So hey, Ann, I love it, love it, love it. I always ask them how much do you want to put in, then I can tell them what they'll be getting. I love that, Sharon. That's awesome.
That's also like a not snobby way to say like, my shirt's $25. That's really, which there's no shame in that, but it's really nice to be able to say, what were you looking to spend on your shirt? Or what kind of budget do you have? That's that's a really good open-ended question.
It's a great way, if you're working on getting confident with your prices, to start opening it up so you can start doing what I would call like validating and saying like, oh, would someone pay $20 for a shirt, or do they feel like they really want to pay $15?
Yeah.
So that is awesome. Just upgrading from the Joy, yay, to the Maker. Congratulations. Sophia says, what is the best machine to have for a business? Now, Sophia, this is a open-ended question because you really could sell with almost any machine. You would be able to sell with a Maker, you would be able to sell with an Explorer. Both of those machines, I would say, would be like standard. If you have a Cricut Joy, it would be really hard to do a lot of the projects that you would probably want to do. So you'll definitely want to have at least a Cricut Explorer Air 2 or a Cricut Maker and above. So Maker 3, Explorer 3 are great, Explorer Air 2, Cricut Maker Original. I would say those would be fantastic to get started.
And we have a friend here. Tanner, do you have any tips how to get traction on social media? I feel like that's one of my biggest struggles.
Yes, so if you're struggling to get traction on social media, definitely attend the workshop on September 11th. It's $27. We will address how to start getting some of those orders and what you need to be doing, because to get traction on social, you'll definitely have to do a little bit of work. Some of the things you'll learn at the workshop is that, building your business isn't just crafting. So that might, change your perspective a little, but it's great things to address. So you're realizing, hey, I want to do well on social media. So you're gonna have to start being a content creator to a little bit. You want to provide a lot of value. You want to be able to show up and kind of give people a reason to be on your social profiles, right? Like, that's amazing. Yay, just signed up for the seminar. Woohoo! Love it, love it, love it. Should I rent my Cricut Maker 3 to people who are deciding if the Cricut Maker is right for them? Nathan, I would not risk my beautiful Cricut Maker 3.
No, that made my heart skip a beat.
Rachel,
I was like,
for you.
I'm worried for you. The only thing is you cannot trust people. Maybe if it's like a family friend or something.
If they're supervised.
Or maybe if you watch them, you're like, yeah, you can play with it for 1 hour while I'm here watching.
Yeah, I love it.
But hey, you paid a lot of money for that. I would just keep that.
Yes, I agree. Linda says she's having a hard time finding her niche. Linda, focus on what you love. Like, imagine if you were not a crafter, what would you buy? And that's probably something that you would really do well at selling, because you love making it, you would love it, and you would find people that also love it. Oh my gosh, Rachel has a signature cupcake. Like, it's the best cupcake ever. It's her, probably vanilla on vanilla. Like, her chocolate's great, her strawberry is really good too, but the vanilla on vanilla is just like a new...
You can't go wrong with it.
A new world.
It's good.
New world. I love that. Yes, Joy is great for labels. That is so fun. Yay, Tracy, we can't wait to have you in the seminar as well.
I hope all these new faces and new names that we haven't seen on today's live are in for that. You need to be in for that amazing training.
100%. So grab it. Do not miss out on the workshop. It's going to be fantastic on September 11th. It'll be fantastic. Cheryl said, done, signed up. Woohoo! Guys, again, the link is down below in the comments. Great time to say yes to the training. So if you have any questions, reach out to customer service. I have an Explorer 2, would love to create with wood. Consider purchasing the Maker, but deciding Maker versus Maker 3. That's a hard one.
This is hard. Now, I won't speak for all of Makers Gonna Learn, but we don't use our knife blade very often at all. Especially with like balsa wood and basswood, unless you're doing very basic shapes, it seems to kind of snap and break a lot. Now, if you're using Cricut chipboard, it works very well. It's good. However, we really don't use our knife blade a lot. I personally don't think Cricut has perfected the knife blade.
It's just hard.
It's hard to use. But again, hey, if you're up for it and you have the money to spend, go for it. Both the Maker and the Maker 3 are great machines.
Either one you want. Grace said, I'm in. Kiki from Miami, Florida just became a member and just signed up for the live course. Woohoo! We love it. Welcome, welcome. Rose says, I know sublimation is the hot thing right now. I don't have the finances to support it in my business. Is HTV the best thing to sell still? So really the best thing to sell is what you can sell. You've already identified to me that sublimation is not a possibility right now, so don't worry about that. That's another niche. One thing I want to share with all of you is that your perspective on what's trending and what people are selling and what's doing well is different from your ideal customer. So how you see trends and how your ideal customer sees trends, two different things. Your customer may just want a shirt. How that shirt gets to them, whether it's HTV or sublimation, not as much a big of a deal. Imagine your customer not even knowing the difference from HTV or sublimation, because that's what a lot of us are addressing. I don't want you to feel not able to move forward because you can't do sublimation. That's just not true. You'll find plenty of people that want to show up and buy from you with HTV. So yes, I would highly agree that that is what's best for you, because that's what you can do, and that is what's going to be able to help support you growing your business.
Also, HTV shirts will never go out of style. They will never go out of style.
And there's things about HTV. I love black cotton. This is the shirt I'm wearing right now. I cannot put sublimation on the shirt.
Correct.
Without bleaching it.
Yeah.
And that's a whole other world.
So they're pretty different. They're different. One doesn't really, go above the other. They're for different things.
No.
Now, Tanner, when is
upgrading from monthly to yearly, I'll be signing up. Woohoo! Go you! I'm so excited. Year member and coming to the training. You are going to have the commercial license with the year membership to sell your crafts. You're going to have the workshop so that you're able to figure out what that process is going to look like to start selling your crafts with the commercial license. So these products go hand in hand, and it's very intentional that we develop them that way. Rachel, I cut you off.
No, it's okay. We had an amazing question from Cheryl.
Ooh, hey.
When is the deadline to sign up for the workshop?
Here's the deal, my friends. For the procrastinator in you, you could wait until the day of. But here's what you're going to miss out on. You're going to miss out on getting to know everyone and myself in the pop-up Facebook group. If you sign up today, you're going to get access to the private Facebook group for the workshop. What we're going to do in the weeks leading up to September 11th is I'll be asking questions. I'll be getting to know you so that my slide deck, my training, is going to serve you. So you're going to get what you put in a way of letting us know what you struggle with the most, what you need help with, and we will be for sure going above and beyond than what you would expect. So we cannot wait to see you in the training. So as soon as you get registered, you'll have access to the Facebook group. So that's fantastic. So,
and Tanner, what's a good printer to use? Miss Monica is asking.
Oh my gosh, we love Canons. Since COVID, printers have been a very hard thing to find. So an affordable printer is probably the best printer.
Really, honestly, any printer you can we prefer inkjet here. It does work a little bit better with Cricut too.
Yeah.
But
that's the best.
Anything that's affordable.
Laser printers do not work with the print and cut technology and things like that. So be mindful of that. But guys, yeah, I think that's it. Is there any last questions? Be able to throw those up right now before we're heading out. Again, I'm so excited you guys are registering. I think we have well over 100, and we haven't even officially launched the training, which is crazy. There's been no emails sent out. We mentioned it on our live yesterday in like one Facebook post. So that is fantastic. I love it. Yearly member is the best. You get everything you need. Woohoo! You all are amazing, amazing, amazing. That is going to be so fantastic. So I cannot wait for the training. I cannot wait to see what all you all are rocking. We have a new collection release. So for our members of Makers and Learn, advanced 3D cut files. There's a Dopper card. There's a truck.
Rachel, I love that Tanner's the first thought was the Dopper card to Tanner.
Someone commented
it's really
they love
cute.
the Dopper card.
It's really cute. And if you are a member of Makers Gonna Learn, head over to the private Facebook group today.
Woo, 1:30 p.m. Eastern.
And we're gonna be there showing you guys the files. I think Becca even might make a couple for you because you are spoiled. So definitely be there or be square because you will love learning all about the brand new cut files.
Sophia, check the link down below to join the membership. You can use the coupon code YouTube for a special discount on your year membership. So that is fantastic, Sophia. You do not want to miss out on that. If you're not a member, grab a membership. If you are a member, sign up for the training so that you can join us for the fun, and we're so excited. So yay, you all are awesome. Woohoo! I hope you all have an amazing, amazing Thursday. Head over to the member only group, 1:30 p.m. Eastern. You'll see all of the amazing advanced projects, and we cannot wait for so much more fun. See you guys in another video real soon. Bye now.